for the record, boys. Keep press brakes. Shite.
So you've probably heard my rant on track. I just thought I'd put a bit of a video together after the track, just to kind of explain what I think's gone on. And we all know that F56 brakes aren't exactly the best. We all know they're made of chocolate. I've recently upgraded the pads to Yellowstuff pads. On the road, they're fantastic. Saw a marked improvement, and I'd really recommend them. Really would. And even on track, once they came back, they never felt like they were going to go anywhere. But I did lose the brakes after 2.5 laps. Into the hairpin, you'll see I washed out. I had a bit of a rant after it, and then as I say, they're coming back, which they did, and I built my speed up. Still loved it. Still drove at 8/10. Really good track day. I was gonna say day, it was 20 minutes on track, but first time at Oulton Park as well. Lines might have been all over the place, but well, I enjoyed it. I just thought I'd put this out there though, because it's a really contentious issue. Loads of people are having problems. They want to upgrade the brakes. We're trying to do it. I think a lot of people are trying to do it to not break the bank, which I totally understand. I'm in that position as well. What I will be doing is upgrading the brake fluid, because the fluid I have in mind has been there from new. The car's 2.5 years old. A bit naive, I didn't do that, and I should have done it. Yeah, kill me. I've done the pads. The pads felt fine on the road. They feel fine as well. So I'll be doing the fluid and doing the lines. I've spoken to a lot of people this week regarding it. I know it's only Monday, but I've spoken to a lot of people regarding it, and everyone's saying the same thing. Fluid and lines should sort out most of your problems. it is a fast track, Oulton. It's a brilliant track. Get on there. It's fabulous. I can't recommend it enough. But what I think's happened is on the E-diff, where the brakes stab the wheels to slow the inside down when you go around a corner, for example, I've left the traction control on. You'll see me turn it off after about 5 laps, and you probably thought, why has he done that? Well, it's because my GoPro wasn't quite mounted properly. The whistle went for us to leave the pits, and I just totally forgot to turn the traction control to sport. And I think what it does, it unhooks the front wheels almost completely, so you're not getting that stabby motion on the rotors, which creates too much heat. And because of that, when you're leaving corners in second gear, even though we know that the car isn't going to spin up, I think the system thinks it is going to, and it is a bit overzealous. And I think the ABS is exactly the same sometimes. If anyone's experienced that, I'm sure they have. It can't only be me. So yeah, I think I got too much heat in the brakes. Obviously I did. The brake fluid boiled. I'll be changing that this week, like I say, but I think that's my main issue. I've spoke to quite a few people at a few different centres in the last couple of days, last day or so, on today, Monday, and just said, what do you think it could be? And they're all saying fluid. So yeah, if it's been in 2.5 years, you've got a load of moisture absorption from the air. If there's water in there, it's going to lower the boiling point. Totally agree with that. But I did get them back. They did come back. They were pretty good, to be fair, when I came back. Albeit I couldn't drive the car how maybe most people want to drive it, but I don't want to kill myself. I don't want to set a lap record. I still drove around about 8/10, and yeah, I just lifted off, say, half a second earlier than I should have done, and maybe just, was more progressive on the pedal. I still really enjoyed it. You'll see the speed built up as well over the few laps afterwards. But all in all, fantastic day. And I'll be doing the brakes. I'll probably do another video once I've done the brakes and do another track day, just to see if there's any difference. I'm sure there will be. But hopefully we'll find a way of sorting these brakes out just to get a bit more performance out of them without going to 4 pots, 6 pots, spending £1,000 to £2,000 on them. I know a few people are putting X1 calipers in there and rotors. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully someone somewhere, if it's not me, finds a good kind of upgrade that's not going to break the bank. But yeah, thanks for watching. Just thought I'd throw that together so as I'm not getting slammed in comment sections, and it's easier to put it in a video than it is to write it in a description, because I put 4 minutes on this video, and I think it took me about 55 minutes to, it took me ages to write out a description that kind of explains it in full. Yeah, stick some comments in there, throw something in there. People know more than me. I'm no expert. I'm not a track driver. I do it casually, so I've still got a road car. I don't want to kill myself, and I'm not a mechanic. So yeah.